much anxiety.
Playing along with Rookie. The first one down. They all down.
One seed. These days. Hitman. Oh, Axe is picking up one, picking up two. Tom is on objective. Axis is on objective with tablet out. This is it. He's gonna cut. He's pacifist. Take the.
Next door neighbors to Birds here. He goes around. He's gonna get caught up by Zero. Now without taking down Birds, creating a problem here. Fontaine will go to the res. Everyone's beginning to make their move onto objective here. Wilton finding Zero, making a rotation. Pretty brave one nonetheless. What is good?
Wall looking for Viper. The trade might be coming through. RPT will go down. Lego finding Tool on the outside as well, but Viper not ready for that as Gucci picks up two coming up the stairs with their backs facing him. And the upstairs defense continues to
Res coming from behind. Could be taken out Renner G. This could be a fatal mistake. Drake is coming from total direction. Res doesn't seem to see Renner G. But now he does. And the uplink is open. Now the ban has to face off with Drayden and Res at the same time. But Dray is taking down the ban, giving the 5 Horsemen the.
But back into the action, and the pre-fire paying off from Noman and Scooby-Doo, grabbing two from Armageddon early. The shots coming back, almost tagging Noman. Too able to grab Loyalty, and the push is hard on the objective right now. Too has to respond as one is inside the corner. Killinger's punching in the code, trying to put Captains up 2-0, and he does. The incredibly aggressive push in the center.
Try a little bit something different here and there. Yeah, absolutely. I think the same thing, but you know what? I think we're seeing, I think they're executing better because of it. I think they've been too tense throughout this whole game and not really playing like SMC. Now, of course, they'll correct me and say that I'm wrong because I'm sure to them they felt like everything was going their way, but right now everything is not. Globocam still picking up the man advantage. Trip's going to be able to anything things out there, but he runs right into Lionheart. Lionheart lays him out. Now Auto takes down Lane to Jordan, and Globocam grabbed the next round very good.
Picking up two. Tom is on objective. Axis is on objective with tablet out. This is it. He's gonna cut. He's pacifist. Take the.
Next door neighbors to Birds here. He goes around. He's gonna get caught up by Zero. Now without taking down Birds, creating a problem here. Fontaine will go for the res. Everyone's beginning to make their move onto objective here. Wilton finding Zero, making a rotation. Great one nonetheless. What is good?
Wall looking for Viper. The trade might be coming through. RPT will go down. Lego finding 2-0 on the outside as well, but Viper not ready for that as Gucci picks up two coming up the stairs with their backs facing him. And the upstairs defense continues to.
Res coming from behind. Could be taken out Renner G. This could be a fatal mistake. Drayden is coming from total direction. Res doesn't seem to see Renner G. But now he does. And the uplink is open. Now the ban has to face off with Drayden and Res at the same time. But Dray is taking down the ban, giving the 5 Horsemen the.
But back into the action, and the pre-fire paying off from Noman and Scooby-Doo, grabbing two from Armageddon early. The shots coming back, almost tagging Noman. Too able to grab Loyalty, and the push is hard on the objective right now. Too has to respond as one is inside the corner. Killinger's punching in the code, trying to put Captains up 2-0, and he does. The incredibly aggressive push in the center.
Try a little bit something different here and there. Yeah, absolutely. I think the same thing, but you know what? I think we're seeing, I think they're executing better because of it. I think they've been too tense throughout this whole game and not really playing like SMC. Now, of course, they'll correct me and say that I'm wrong because I'm sure to them they felt like everything was going their way, but right now everything is not. Globocam still picking up the man advantage. Trip Trip gonna be able to even things out there, but he runs right into Lionheart, and Lionheart lays him out. Now Auto takes down Landon Jordan and Global Kill. The next round, very
Oh man, this could be so much anxiety.
Plays along with Wookie. Trying to get a first one down. And takes them all down.
One seed. These nades. Hitman. Oh, Axe is picking up one, picking up two. Tom is on objective. Axis is on objective to tablet out. This is it. He's gonna cut. He's pacifist. Take the.
Next one, maybe the first here. He goes around. He's going to get caught up by Zero. Now we're not taking down drones, creating a problem here. Prefontaine will go for the rest. Everyone's going to make their move onto objective here. Wilken finding Zero, making a rotation. A pretty brave one nonetheless. And what is going on?
Wall looking for Viper. The trade might be coming through. RBT will go down. Lego finding 2-0 on the outside as well, but Viper not ready for that as Gucci picks up two coming up the stairs with their backs facing him, and the upstairs defense continues to.
Res coming from behind. Could be taking out Rena G. This could be a fatal mistake. Drayton is coming from total direction. Res doesn't seem to see Rena G. But now he does. And the uplink is open. Now the van has to face off the Drayton and Res at the same time. But Drayton is taking out the van, giving the 5 balls with it.
But back into the action, and the free fire paying off from Noman and Scooby-Doo, grabbing two from Armageddon early. The shots coming back, almost tagging Noman. Toold able to grab Loyalty, and the push is hard on the objective right now. Toold has to respond as one is inside the corner. Killinger's punching in the code, trying to put Captains up 2-0, and he does. The incredibly aggressive push in the center.
try a little bit something different here and there. Yeah, absolutely. I think the same thing, but you know what? I think we're seeing. I think they're executing better because of it. I think they've been too tense throughout this whole game and not really playing like SMC. Now, of course, they'll correct me and say that I'm wrong because I'm sure to them they felt like everything was going their way, but right now everything is not. Bubblegum's still picking up the man advantage. Trip's gonna be able to even things out there, but he runs right into Lionheart. Lionheart lays him out. Now Auto takes down Landon Jordan, and Global can grab the next round very.
The approach is happening right now.
Oh man, this could be so much anxiety.
Plays along with Wookie. Finds the first one down. And takes them all down.
One seed. These nades. Hitman. Oh, Axe is picking up one, picking up two. Tom is on objective. Axe is on objective to tablet out. This is it. He's gonna cut. He's pacifist. Take the.
Maybe the third here. He goes around. He's going to get caught up by Zero. Now without taking down drones, creating a problem with Zero, Prefontaine will go for the rest. Everyone's beginning to make their move onto objective here. Wilken finding Zero, making a rotation. Pretty brave one nonetheless. And what is good?
Wall looking for Viper. The trade might be coming through. RBT will go down. Lego finding 2-0 on the outside as well, but Viper not ready for that as Gucci picks up two coming up the stairs with their backs facing him. And the upstairs defense continues to.
Res coming from behind. Could be taking out Rena G. This could be a fatal mistake. Drayton is coming from totally different direction. Res doesn't seem to see Rena G. But now he does. And the uplink is open. Now the ban has to face off with Drayton and Res at the same time. But Drayton is taking down the ban, giving the 5 balls to the.
But back into the action, and the free fire paying off from Noman and Scooby-Doo, grabbing two from Armageddon early. The shots coming back, almost tagging Noman. Toold able to grab Loyalty, and the push is hard on the objective right now. Toold has to respond as one is inside the corner. Killinger's punching in the code, trying to put Captains up 2-0, and he does. The incredibly aggressive push in the center.
Try a little bit something different here and there. Yeah, absolutely. I think the same thing, but you know what? I think we're seeing, and I think they're executing better because of it. I think they've been too tense throughout this whole game and not really playing like SMC. Now, of course, they'll correct me and say that I'm wrong because I'm sure to them they felt like everything was going their way, but right now everything is not. Global still picking up the man advantage. Trip going to be able to even things out there, but he runs right into Lionheart. Lionheart lays him out. Now Auto takes down Lane and Jordan, and Global can grab the next round very good.
Oh man, this could be so much anxiety. Picking up one, picking up two. Top. Axis is on objective to table it out. This is it. He's gonna cut. He's pacifist. Take the.
Next door neighbors to third series. He goes around. He's gonna get caught up by Zero. But now without taking down those, creating a problem for Zero. Fontaine will go for the rest. Everyone's beginning to make their move onto objective here. Horsemen finding Zero, making a rotation. Pretty great one nonetheless. And what is good?
Wall looking for Viper. The trade might be coming through. RBT will go down. Lego finding 2 on the outside as well, but Viper not ready for that as Hoochie picks up 2 coming up the stairs with their backs facing him. And the upstairs defense continues to.
Res coming from behind. Could be taking out Renner G. This could be a fatal mistake. Drayton is coming from total direction. Res doesn't seem to see Renner G. But now he does. And the uplink's open. Now the ban has to face off the Drayton and Res at the same time. But Drayton is taking down the ban, giving the 5 Horsemen.
But back into the action, and the pre-fire paying off from Noman and Scooby-Doo, grabbing 2 from Armageddon early. The shots coming back, almost tagging Noman. Too Old able to grab Loyalty, and the push is hard on the objective right now. Too Old has to respond as one is inside the corner. Killinger's punching in the code, trying to put Captains up 2-0, and he does. The incredibly aggressive push in the center.
Try a little bit something different here and there. Yeah, absolutely. I think the same thing, but you know what? I think we're seeing, I think they're executing better because of it. I think they've been too tense throughout this whole game and not really playing like SMC. Now, of course, they'll correct me and say that I'm wrong because I'm sure to them they felt like everything was going their way, but right now everything is not. Global still picking up the man advantage. Trip's going to be able to even things out there, but he runs right into Lionheart, and Lionheart lays him out. Now Auto takes down Lane and Jordan, and Global can grab the next round very good.
Be so much anxiety.
Playing along with Wookie. Trying to get the first one down. All down!
1C! These days. Hitman. Oh, Axis picking up 1, picking up 2. Is on objective. Axis is on objective to tap it out. This is it. He's gonna type. He's pacifist. Take the.
Next to neighbors, he goes around. He's going to get caught up by Zero. Now without taking down those, creating a problem for Zero. Fontaine will go for the rest. Everyone's beginning to make their move onto objective here. Milgram finding Zero, making a rotation. Pretty great one nonetheless. What is good?
Wall looking for Viper. The trade might be coming through. RBT will go down. Lego finding 2 on the outside as well, but Viper not ready for that as Hoochie picks up 2 coming up the stairs with their backs facing him, and the upstairs defense continues to.
Res coming from behind. Could be taking out Renner G. This could be a fatal mistake. Drayton is coming from total direction. Res doesn't seem to see Renner G. But now he does. And the uplink's open. Now the ban has to face off the Drayton and Res at the same time. But Trey is taking down the ban, giving the 5 Horsemen.
But back into the action, and the pre-fire paying off from Noman and Scooby-Doo, grabbing 2 from Armageddon early. The shots coming back, almost tagging Noman. Toold able to grab loyalty, and the push is hard on the objective right now. Toold has to respond as one is inside the corner. Killinger's punching in the code, trying to put Captains up 2-0, and he does. The incredibly aggressive push in the center.
Try a little bit something different here and there. Yeah, absolutely. I think the same thing, but you know what? I think we're seeing, I think they're executing better because of it. I think they've been too tense throughout this whole game and not really playing like SMC. Now, of course, they'll correct me and say that I'm wrong because I'm sure to them they felt like everything was going their way, but right now, everything is not. Global still picking up the man advantage. Trip going to be able to even things out there, but he runs right into Lionheart, and Lionheart lays him out. Now Otto takes down Landon Jordan, and Global grab the next round very.
What's happening right now?
Oh man, this gives me so much anxiety.
Playing along with Wookie. First one down. They still are down.
These days. Hitman. Oh, Axe is picking up one, picking up two. Tom is on objective. Axis is on objective to grab it out. This is it. He's gonna come. He's pacifist. Take the.
Next one, maybe Rose here. He goes around. He's gonna get caught up by Zero. Now without taking down for him, creating a problem here. Fontaine will go for the rest. Everyone's beginning to make their move onto objective here. And finding Zero, a great one nonetheless. What is the
Wall looking for Viper. The trade might be coming through. RBT will go down. Lego finding 2-0 on the outside as well, but Viper not ready for that as Gucci picks up two coming up the stairs with their back facing him, and the upstairs defense continues to
Reds coming from behind. Could be taking out Rena G. This could be a fatal mistake. Drayden is coming from total direction. Raz doesn't seem to see Rena G. But now he does. And the uplink is open. Now the ban has to face off with Drayden and Raz at the same time. But Trey is taking down the ban, giving the 5 Horsemen the.
But back into the action, and the free fire paying off from Noman and Scooby-Doo, grabbing two from Armageddon early. The shots coming back, almost tagging Noman. Toold able to grab loyalty, and the push is hard on the objective right.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, to here as we bring you the cast of Animal House versus the 5 Horsemen. Tonight we had some technical difficulties at the beginning, but these got resolved thanks to the wonderful help of the Lonely Viper. Popping in and helping me out there for a second. So we're just going to quickly go through the bans here, really quick here. First pick is actually not bans. First ban is going to be Downfall on Animal House's part. What? Something happened there. Here we go. Downfall. Whoops. Wrong side. And then the other ban from the Horsemen is going to be Subway. And without further ado, I'll let the teams know that we could start the game really soon. Our first map will be Quarantine. And without keeping you guys any longer, we're going to jump right into the action here as we have the burning objective to start off with. Woo! That was fast. Okay. My apologies for the shoddiness at the beginning of this. The Willie Tell Overture is coming out of, I believe that's Dr. Sean.
Very exciting.
Bring down that volume just a little bit. We're going to see a nice push-up coming from here. Willow's going to get box toys right off the bat. The former teammate of Animal House going down to his own friend. Shots coming out along the side here. Durfit's able to fight Steven, but he doesn't get... Steven's able to get Enigma on the down, so he's able to get a little bit of payback, but that goes to a revive, so in the end, it doesn't matter much. More shots coming out of Durfin onto that roof there as he tries to take over that, but none of those shots are able to land. Shots coming out from the rooftop as they try to shoot back. Green Theft is trying to lead his team over to a victory of the first round, but currently we are in a 4v4 with 5:16 remaining. More shots coming out from the burning area as they try to shoot toward the tow trucks, not able to land and find anybody. Smoke's coming out along the rooftop courtyard. More shots going over to the trucks as they still try to find bodies that are over there. We do have Lipinski trying to find an angle there, but he is just not sure of the shot just yet, and able to make it through the gap there in order to be able to hit Dr. Sean, who is closely guarding that objective. A frag goes down, and Lipinski is able to get a nice one onto Dr. Sean. An incredible shot. Lipinski's the dope sniper for Animal House. Green Thump's able to get Steve, and Animal House is looking good in round one here. A very close range attack on the rooftop. Unable to get hold of that high ground Anakin as Willow begins to make his approach onto Dr. Sean here. It is Dr. Sean and one other member, but Enigma goes down, and Willow's able to find Dr. Sean, giving Animal House the first round. Oh man, that was some action-packed stuff. Animal House just relentless in their push and being able to get these crucial picks, especially coming from Lipinski, who just has that surgical hand in order to be able to get that first point for the house. The house always wins. The house always wins. Very good momentum coming out of Animal House, having a very decisive victory coming off of the first win. Yeah, on the quarantine. We will have a mirrored objective, so 5 horsemen get a chance to attack this and show them what they're made of. The truth is, though, they're not the 5 horsemen no more. They do have a 6th member now, so they are kind of the 6th horseman now with Steve with some numbers in the back, whose numbers I completely forget because I am really bad with those. We are waiting for the round to begin here as the horsemen try to strategize. Traden's a very attention to detail oriented kind of guy, so he does like to strategize quite a little bit, even though some of his players probably not so much, at least from my impression of playing with them. We will be hopping into round 2 here. As we hang out with the Animal House side of the game here. Looks like we're rolling with the old school Animal House gang. None of the new Mob Squad members are playing on this map, even though Mob Squad were pretty decent at this map. We're just gonna tag along with Wicked here for just a quick second here as he tries to find a good place. He's looking for that south end there, trying to see if anyone crosses. He's in a very defensive.
Trump, behind glass.
Yeah, he's behind the 2 layers of glass there, so he's pretty much immortal, is able to peek pretty effectively there. No one has made the cross just yet, and we're gonna go and tag along with the horseman for a second here as Enigma leads the charge. He's trying to look for where Wicked is going to be, but he doesn't exactly see it just yet because he's not looking at the right angle. He will have to deal with Willow on his way out, and hopefully not get tagged by him in the very narrow gap that Willow does have sight on it. Shots coming out as Wicked tries to make landing on whoever's our 2-story, but nobody is really there just yet. There is kind of a bit of a trade going on here, but nothing really set in stone for a true battle. It's more just a precursor to battle.
Behind Trump building.
You just call it Trump building? Okay. Needlessly political, but okay. I give a hide it. At the, quote, truck or Trump building. Wicked's beginning to make a rotation here. Little sketchy, but he's able to make it over to where he wants to be. He's probably going to try to peek through that little gap in the wall there. Prevent anyone from crossing south, but the smoke might impede on that. No, it won't actually at all. Enigma and Box Toys are currently held up. This is a very different approach to what Animal House did, where they just were relentless, but now they're giving Animal House, or 5 Horsemen are giving Animal House plenty of time to make the rotation. Dr. Sean would have just been seen by Wicked. Wicked knows exactly where he is, but Wicked, because, and I know this because Wicked has stopped watching that angle. He's now adjusting in order to be able to counter Dr. Sean here. Shots going off along the rooftop there as Green tries to make a pick, but that does not make any good. Steven's able to find Durafan, and Wicked's able to find Box Toys. The Horsemen are down 2 members here, but Dr. Sean here has made it around here. He's going to get a nice pick on the Wicked Hex, opening up objective. Enigma's able to get revived by Box, or get the revive on Box Toys, as Dr. Sean actually begins to rotate backwards. New coverage on objective here. Dr. Sean's making a really risky peek here, as you saw 2 lasers were focused on him. And the colorful language coming out as his mistake, as his attempt onto the objective has been thwarted. Green Theft Auto is able to find Box Toys as well as able to find Dr. Sean as well, or finish that off, I should say. And Enigma and one other is all that is left of the 5 Horsemen in order to be able to make this push. They have taken down 1 member of Animal House so far, so Animal House are still very strong on their defense. Enigma's able to find Lipinski up in that top tower there, which is very crucial for defending the objective. But luckily, speaking of defending the objective, we have a nice rotation coming out from Steven here, kind of blocking off that south approach there, which was so open for Animal House before. It was an option for, oh man, it was an option for Dr. Sean before, but Steve's still up there. They did double tap him, but it doesn't matter because Animal House take round 2 on the defense of the same objective. Looking at the scores really briefly, something I didn't do last round, my apologies, but we have Willow definitely being a carrying force on the Animal House squad right now. We're not really seeing the same thing coming out of 5 Horsemen. No one's been able to really find these picks on Animal House. They've just been holding these angles really nicely and preventing pushes in really key areas by holding those set angles. So something really needs to change here for Horsemen and their strategy, because them playing the game slow against the team that's playing it actually really slower on defense, and then picking up the pace midway through, as we saw with Steven beginning to flank around and locking the Horsemen into places where they want them to be. It's just not, the slowness is just not working. They could try to pick up the pace, but the key is to just know where these spots are and be able to pre-fire them pretty effectively. Maybe use utility as well. We're not really seeing too much utility being used here except for smokes, but nothing that really affects the player so much, like flashes and frags. I've been rambling and I forgot to bring it over to the scoreboard. Sorry, I'm a little dry to this. I hope y'all understand. The little beepy beeps are going off. It is time for Onward. we will have a very similar objective. Oh, round reset has been triggered, but we will have a very similar objective happening here. Yeah. Round reset. Not important. Someone forgot their loadout. Just look at this objective. Just look at it. Okay, cool. Back to the sit room. Nothing has really changed here. We're just gonna keep looking at this objective. Actually, let's take us over to a nice fire. A nice one. Here. How about this one? Right here. Yeah, there we go. We can wait for the round to start right there. Yeah, I like that. Nice and warm and destructy. Anyways, enough of that. Let's go into the round here. Round 3. Round 3. Let's also just take a little moment to acknowledge the people who have always made this possible ever since day 1 here. Pro2V. Oh, I hit the wrong button. They all look the same now. Anyways, aside from me messing up which button I'm hitting, we'll be seeing a very nice line coming out of the Horsemen here. As you can see by that red, where all the red arrows are, they're gonna try to just defend the street, make sure that no one can really get past that final street intersection, rather than focus on trying to get the picks early on. Let's go take a look at the north side, because that's where the most of the push is happening right now. We do have a movement coming out from Durafin here as he holds Edna's building, as so many people like to affectionately call. Durafin's able to find Steven right off the bat with a really nice pick for the G3. Not the most accurate gun, but really nicely done to be able to get a pick that quickly with an automatic weapon in that range. But now Green knows exactly where Durafin is and is expecting it. A nice nade is coming out. I don't think that will find any. Nope, it will not find anybody. As Green attempts to try to see where Durafin is here. He's looking like he's just gonna wait it out by that very garbage truck. Green will become victorious in that little battle there, opening up the north side to a pretty exposed flank there for the 5 Horsemen. And a rotation needs to come out from, who's this guy? Dr. Sean here, but he's not really in a place to rotate, so he probably will just watch the angle on the other side of that fuselage for where he is. This nice little hole right here. But currently, Green Theft has a lot of free reign to move around, as Box Toys is just trying to pick off who's ever on the roof there, which is Willow, a very good sniper himself. And he's currently just trying to entice the enemy into shooting him by exposing his $2,000 tablet. Tablets are immortal though. Oh, and a nice pick from Steve's able to find Green Theft, thus closing down that flank. Now the main push is coming out from the south here, as Animal House only have 3 to work with, and 5 Horsemen, for the first time in this entire game, have a bit of a lead to work with. Shots coming out from Enigma as he tries to find... Oh, he actually finds another member of Animal House. My apologies. This is looking really good for the 5 Horsemen being able to get a bit of a comeback here on map 1. A very crucial one nonetheless. And Enigma's taking shots from the south end there as Wicked tries to make a move across. Steve gets taken out by Lipinski on the 3-story. An amazing sniper shot.
Yeah, he is.
He's using that pillar in order to obscure himself a little bit. And the callouts are just incredible coming out of Lipinski. Just definitely the star player on Animal House. Good pickup from when during the Ronin days. And Wicked is in a bit of a conundrum here. Oh, he tries to get Enigma, but Enigma gets the better of that. We got one member running along the south end here. He's actually the last remaining member of Animal House, Lipinski's. Really good on that sniper rifle, but it is not the weapon to have when you're the last man standing, and there are 3 of them still up here. He's probably thinking about trying to go for that cap, if anything. Trying to make sniper shots here, but I don't think he really sees anybody here. But he's on his own. He's only got 1 minute and 20 left here to be able to basically progress across like a quarter of the map into a really exposed objective area, because he has to make essentially 2 major crossings across 2 major lanes of sight. He's been very likely to not be seen by Enigma yet. Oh, he has been seen now. And Enigma will close out that one and give the 5 Horsemen their first point on the board. First point for the Horsies on map 1, Quarantine. As we just finished up round 3, no caps yet. We are seeing Animal House begin to slow it down a little bit, and it might just be because of their spawns. They had a crater spawn that round, and it did not work out as well for them because they had to make a couple of fairly exposed crossings. And of course, when you have crater spawn, you usually go for that north side in order to be able to quick as possible, but Durafed was able to essentially shut that down pretty effectively, even though he only got like 1 kill. But that 1 kill really did make a difference and pretty much left Green Theft exposed on his own, and Steve was able to clean up on that. Or, I'm sorry, was it Steve? I don't remember, but whoever was on that north side was able to definitely clean up really well and prevent that push from happening, which is pretty much the most exposed push that you could do on that objective. So a really good defense from the Horsemen there, really kind of letting Animal House get up as close as they can and then just punishing them when they did get too close. Our next objective will be the same one, but we will have a different spawn for the Horsemen. They will have the middle spawn. Going north. All of them are going. All the 5 Horsemen incarnate are going north. If this gets shut down by someone in a good spot, this could be disaster, and it already might be, as a nice pre-fire comes out from Animal House toward the Horsemen, thus pinning them down and shutting down the momentum. Durafed begins to make his move up as he realizes that no one's really defending from where he is, but the rest of the Horsies are stuck at the hotel, unable to move. They are completely pinned down. In a nice move, you can see the lasers on both sides. They are unable to move, and they know it, and we know it because we have those really nice lasers. Like, let me just highlight this really quick here. Like, look at that.
Okay, I'll watch the back while we do that. I'll watch south.
Durafed's the only one who's able to make a move right now, and even he's a little limited because he doesn't have the backing of his team. Shots coming out from the hotel. There is a blind fire. I think they're trying to aim for the hotel, but he's not really aiming anywhere. He's just kind of... Oh, he's making noise. He's making noise. He's making noise. That's what he's doing. And Steve's able to find Green Theft, but Lipinski's able to find Enigma with a nice sniper shot. And there he is. A nice cross the map sniper. Let's track that back just a bit here. Let's just follow that shot here. Where's the body? Where's the body at? Oh, you can see where the body's at. Oh, he's probably over here. Calls out for the flanks coming out, and that is true. We do have one member of Animal House going on the flank here, but he's quickly backtracking now as he realizes he's kind of exposed where he's at. only one, but one member of each team has gone down completely here. As we are in round 4. Sorry, forgot to do that bit. Now, the Horsemen have to deal with their second exposed part of this push here, which is the tank, the north tank courtyard of the truck courtyard. Stevens is holding that angle at the garbage truck.
Sniper on rooftop. Sniper on rooftop.
Sniper on rooftop.
Rubbish lorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw one further.
Smoke's coming out here. Steven knows exactly where it's coming from, and that just kind of cements where this is all coming from. Dr. Shaw goes down to Steven. And Steven ducks back just in time in order to be able to dodge all 3 guns that are trained on him for half a second there. 5 Horsemen are down yet another man here. And around. This is not a position that they really want to be in. Coming up on this objective here. The key to this objective is being able to move fast, but that got shut down by Animal House when they were able to pre-fire that lane really quickly here. Taking a look at Steven's side here as he actually moves around the other end of the truck here, trying to be sneaking. There's the Humvee behind the gay bar. Only Animal House. Only Animal House. There's nothing wrong with the gay bar. Nothing at all. Steven's able to find box stores by the gay bar. Now Durfin is able to find Steven, but Willow's aware of his position, is able to get the trade, and Willow's able to finish it off even though he himself dies. Animal House go up 3-1 on map 1. Willow is definitely still putting in work here, as you can see by the scoreboard. Durfin's definitely picked it up, and so has Enigma. But now they have to put in even more work in order to be able to keep the Horsemen in the game here in map 1. Let us talk about this truck trailer for a second here. I don't know. I think I know why this truck is crashed. Like, look, there's no axle in there. How is this thing supposed to move? There's no axle. Come on! Amateurs. Just look at the scores like a normal person. The world of Onward is really confusing when you get down into it. Hopefully another unresetted round coming our way here as we hop into round 5. We will have the north objective this time. And let's go hang out with Animal House for the beginning.
Yeah, Lipinski, you're on roof. Clear roof for us.
Lipinski's been ordered to clear the roof. Let's just hang out with him and see how he does it. Because it's been pretty spectacular. Actually, you know what? Even better. Let's just go to the roof. One member does make it to the roof here. We don't see Lipinski's laser on this just yet. He is kind of scanning. Steve does not know that he has been specifically targeted. But right now where he's at, he's in a pretty safe spot. If he comes into this kind of triangle, right, that kind of follows right here along where the camera line is, that's where he's in trouble. But Steve's kind of following Steve's in a good spot here in order to not get picked up by Lipinski, but Willow is waiting right there, and he is not looking for the Animal House push that is happening right now. Wicked could get picked, but that opportunity kind of floats away.
as 1 minute passes by in the round. Shots coming out as Dr. Sean is able to find green. As the flank is actually coming out from the Horsemen here. They've completely changed the tactics here. Horsemen usually will hang out and just hold angles, but they have just said enough of that. Lipinski is now in trouble as Enigma is awaiting him, but ooh, he's in a very exposed spot. It is not good. Steve's on the sniper as well. As Box Toys and Dr. Sean, Doctor's able to get.
They got a sniper on their side.
Lipinski's able to get Enigma. We saw that. Oh man, a lot just happened there, and I wasn't able to keep up. But 1 member of Animal House remains compared to 4 of the 4 Horsemen. Where are you? Is the question. Oh, you're right there. Oh no, you're down. Call-outs coming out from the down Animal House member. Once again, we see Lipinski on his own going along these sand dunes. It seems to be his strong spot. He does have Dr. Sean to worry about. As Dr. Sean actually begins to push up here, will he be able to see it before Dr. Sean does? Oh, he takes a shot that exposes his position to Dr. Sean. Sean sees him, he ducks in time. Sean actually ducks as well, and this is quite a battle happening right here as Lipinski tries to be able to make it. Sean launches a grenade. It goes the wrong direction. And he retreats back, and he now is trying to go for a different angle. We're going to follow Sean here because he's moving a bit more than Lipinski is.
This guy, he may be the last guy, I'm not sure.
And Lipinski is just waiting for Sean to make that move here. I think he's got the advantage. He's been able to 1v1. Oh, he doesn't take the shot. He's right there. Sean was so exposed. But I think Sean thinks he's got him. Lipinski ducks so quick, he feigned death. Oxtoy is able to clear off green theft. Lipinski does not have ears anymore by objective. And Sean is freaking out because Lipinski is not over there. Matter of fact, he's on the opposite side of the field here. Let's actually go on board with him. Oh, there it is. He's using that combination side sight and the 12 times in order to be able to kind of take care of both ends with whatever situation you'll encounter. That sight can be a little hard because it's a little small. It's hard to find that little reticle that you have to find. Matter of fact, we don't even see it right now. He's just trying to prone his way around as he is quickly dwindling the time left. A revive comes out on the Horsemen, bringing it to a 4v1. The 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse now. Lipinski's still trying to find these angles here, but no one's really around to counter him right now. He doesn't know that, and he's quickly running out of time. He needs to start moving here really quick. He's getting shot at on the roof from the rooftop here. A really nice angle. Able to get the Horsemen a win. As Animal House still trying to clean up here and get map 1. Horsemen are not making it easy. As like I said before, the rest of the team is beginning to pick up the pace here. We will have a mirroring objective for the next one, so the Horsemen will have a chance to attack the north objective. This tire is extremely buried. What kind of a dust storm went through Salt Lake City? Horsemen are looking to tie it up 3-3 here as we hop into round 6. Nice tire there. Oh, and Horsemen have triggered a round reset. It looks like that. Oh, one of the members of Animal House has dropped. And so we will be waiting for that to get resolved really swiftly here. As you get a nice view of that tire. I think it's a really nice tire. Like, look at that tread. Look at that tread. Okay. My question is, how does a plane wing bury itself like this? Like, this side is going forward, right? Why is it buried like it was going this way? Dante, please help. Gonna do a little bit of on-cam wandering here. Oop. So, interesting thing happening. Because Steven dropped, they're gonna swap sides. So, okay. Whatever they say. I have no idea what's happening here, but... Oh, hang on. Maybe they... Well, hang on. This is... No, everything is normal. Okay. I'm just going to, you know, I don't know what's happening, but I'm going to just change the team names. And the scores. You excuse me 1 minute. I am currently in discussion with Green Theft, Animal House's team captain, figuring out what is going on and why they need to swap sides on me. So yeah, it did. Huh, okay, so what's going on here is that there's a glitch in Onward where sometimes sometimes it swaps. It like you do a reset, I guess, and the lobby thinks that the swapping of sides has to happen, so it does it. No, it doesn't make sense because they don't need to swap sides. They still have the same amount of points. Oh no, it did swap sides. Yes, it did. Okay, I understand now. Yeah, okay. We changed their points here. Typically, we don't do this, but they requested it, and I'm not a league ref, so if Mama Verds or any of the league counselors are watching, feel free to ping me. 3-2, so this one's 2, and this one's 3. You get to kind of have a first-person view as to what I do. Animal House have 3, and they are scheduled to defend the next objective, which they won't have a mirroring objective this time. But apparently, Horsemen and Animal House have agreed to this, and they want to play this way, so even though it is like a match decider, but they just don't want to rehost. They will have Steven back in. Hanging out with the horsies here. Barrier gets lifted now, and immediate fire coming off as they try to prevent the rush to the south here, but that gets stopped because, well, there's a lot of lead coming that way. Steven, that LNG gun, is actually having a 2x on the LNG, which is pretty nifty, especially for that push. But it looks like people are beginning to make it across here. They have played the cards just right. Yes, you have, Green. Yes, you have. Alright, Green will have to take on Enigma, who is not really paying attention. Let's get these lasers back on. Yeah, he's not paying attention, yeah. Oh! Green's focused on the wrong thing, but he gets lucky and doesn't get shot by Enigma. He doesn't see Enigma there, but Enigma sees him. I think he saw Enigma. No, he's still confirming that kill. And he's completely ignored Enigma. He's going to the edge of the map like, I physically cannot bring this camera any further back. My apologies for the bad camera work. Let's actually just go to Enigma's side. We're gonna just kind of look through the rock here because he's also not making my camera life easy. Thanks, Enigma. But he's still expecting Green to be on that hillside. Seems to be people really taking a liking to. Oh, Green gives away his position. Enigma knows exactly where he is, but Green still does not know that Enigma is there. Animal House are still running with, like, they have the advantage here of 4 to 5 person advantage. Oh crap, I forgot the overlay. Oh boy. No, not to do that again, but thank goodness for the new setup where we actually can see what we do when we leave the overlay up.
Give me some suppression fire on the South Dunes. Somebody suppress the South Dunes.
Looks like Enigma is planning to make a move here under suppressed fire in order to be able to get around Green and be able to flank him. At least that's what I think he's asking for, but that suppression is just not coming quick enough. Here it comes.
Suppress the dunes. Suppress the dunes.
Yeah, it's coming the wrong place. Oh, there you go. Yep. So Enigma's now going to make his move here. He's going to try to catch Green out. Green is not paying attention. Enigma sees him. He gets the beat on. Green is not able to react quick enough.
South Dunes. Thank you for the suppression.
And now the south end has been secured by Horsemen. 2 members on the objective here. Lipinski, Wisp, teamwork here. Another member of Animal House goes down to Dr. Sean.
We got 2 minutes and 15.
Exactly. Good job, Sean. You know your time.
All right, try and get some smokes out. We got less than 2 minutes.
It looks like they're going to try to go for the cap. It's all or nothing here. They might as well go for both points, but ooh, that is a risky maneuver. And Sean's about to go out into pretty dangerous no man's land there. As Lipinski is holding that angle, and he's been really good with those angles. And just like I said, Lipinski's been really good with those angles. That double tap comes out, and Sean gets shut down. We're now going to a 3v3. Box Toys looks like he's going to make his move now. The former Animal House member going against his old team. There is coverage all around the objective, but Animal House still have 3 people still in existence. A nice rocket of a nade goes too far as Box Toys gets dangerously close to the objective here and sneaks around. Willow hears it. He's going to go around. He's going to confirm that. Oh, no, he doesn't. Lipinski isn't doing anything. He doesn't do anything. Willow's down. Box Toys is on objective. He's got the tablet out. He's not in a capping area, though. Lipinski isn't moving around. There is help coming from Durafin. Lipinski's going to get overloaded here soon. He does get Box Toys. Durafin's going to make his move now. This is all or nothing for 4 Horsemen here. Lipinski's actually going to wait for Durafin to hold that angle here. But the move might be coming out from... Oh, he gets Durafin, and now it's up to Enigma here. Lipinski's able to hold it out, and hold it out for Animal House. Animal House take map 1. A galloping effort from the Horsies, but it's just not enough. Lipinski's able to hold his cool and clear out map 1 very nicely. 2-4. Oh, forgot to give the Horsies a point. There's that, and then there's that. Let's see here, but sure I got this right. Yep, there we go. All right, we are waiting. We're standing by for map 2. Alrighty, and map 2 will be Suburbia. Very nice close range map, and Animal House does particularly well on this map. They have pioneered cap points here. Gotta come up with some shorter names here. 5 Horsemen, Animal House. Can we stop doing sentences? glitchy communication coming on Animal House. But let's take a look at what our first objective will be. And it will be the house that hopefully has good insurance on it. As you can see, this fire is completely localized to this room only, thanks to fire retardant drywall. That 5/8 inch fire retardant drywall is just doing its job. Doing its job. Still waiting on the fire department to come up, but it used to be a sound effect where the fire truck would just get blown up. It was really sad because, you know, firemen don't deserve to get blown up. They're just helping others, you know? Alright, enough about firemen. Round one. Burning house. Animal House on the defense. And they brought in a member of Mob Squad for this one, our Semper. So the rest of it is Animal House alumni. Now we are Animal Squad or Mob House versus the 5 Horsemen. Meh. The Horsemen are just completely locked up here for the pre-fire down the lanes. They are not even daring to get aggressive on this attack here. Steve is bringing the shield. He does have a flashlight on him. Yes, he has a laser sight. He's going to go blind on the shield. Gonna go blindsided. I think he's gonna rely more on Enigma to be able to shoot over the shield. But now with the shield being a lot thinner than it was last season, it's gonna be harder to be able to follow the shield. Semper is gonna have a bit of a surprise here as Steve, the 6th Horseman. Oh, he's gonna do the shield flick. It's amazing that that still can happen, but they made the shield lag so much, but people just don't care anymore. He's just waiting for Semper to come out here. Is he actually laser sighted? Here, let's take a look. I don't see a laser coming out of his thing. No, he's not using his laser sight. Enigma dodges some fire there, quite literally. One of the Horsemen's already down. The approach is slow. Semper sees the shield. I think he's so what's going on here is that Steve is just waiting for Semper to come out and challenge the shield, which Semper is not doing, which is pretty smart because Enigma is right behind him in order to be able to clear it out, while basically all Steve has to do is just sit pretty and be a tank. It's actually a pretty smart tactic to do if you're playing a really slow game. But time is wasting right now. A really nice smoke goes out and blocks the view for Wicked. Steve is still holding that angle. Now they're getting a little impatient. Steve is actually the one to make the move here, even though they were in such a good setup beforehand. Shots are coming out here. I think Steve doesn't know Semper's there. Gets Enigma. He's not able to. Oh, Semper is just able to clear out both the shield and Enigma in one go. The shield clearly did not recognize Semper's position there, and there is a good defense on objective from that. 2 members of the Horsemen still up compared to 5 on Animal House. The 5 animals versus the 2 Horsemen. Wicked's able to get Durf in, and now it's all up to Box Toys, who's also taking it very slow. Get some popcorn, boys. It's going to be a little while. He's only got 2 minutes left to be able to get across a quarter of the map of Suburbia. Steven is holding that angle. Keep in mind, Box Toys used to play with Steven. He knows where he likes to go. This is going to be a very interesting battle here, because Steven does like to go in that front area to defend. He's very well known for doing that, actually. Whenever he decides to stay in one place. And it looks like Box Toys does recognize that, and he will go around. Or no, he's not. Oh no, what are you doing, boy? Steven wasn't looking, he got lucky. Box Toys is breathing heavy, and Steven's able to clear that out. Animal House going there. Yeah, that. Animal House are able to clean sweep that one for round 1 of Suburbia. They're looking like they're going to try to go for a map win, or a game win, I should say, on map 2. We will have the same objective again. Hopefully this time without Steven dropping again. Question is, will Animal House are really known for being really aggressive on this map. They will move quickly and as a team. And they really like these smaller maps, even though they have really good snipers, but Lipinski is just as much of a close range fighter as he is a long range. Be hopping into round 2 here. Map 2, round 2. Here we go. Wicked's gonna bring that shield this time. Is he actually gonna bring the flashlight to aim, or no? Is he actually going to? It doesn't look like he's bringing a flashlight. Is he bringing? No one knows the wonders of the flashlight shield. It looks like they're gonna do the exact same strategy this time. Steven's able to find Box Toys and Steve on Steve action going on there. Durfin is on objective here, but he is the last one standing. No one else really has eyes, so if they're able to take down Durfin really easily here, objective is theirs. Where is the other member of the Horsemen? Oh, he's over there. But Dr. Sean goes down, and this makes it impossible to cap now unless they get really sneaky with it. They can't. Ooh, there is an opportunity now. If Wicked can keep him occupied. Lipinski could have just gone for cap, but like we said, Animal House is going to get really aggressive here. And just they took that down in, how long was that round? Oh man, I wasn't even looking at the clock. Whatever it is, that was like probably within the first minute. I will reckon that. Chat will correct me, like the 6-minute delay that there is, but I will reckon that that all happened within 1 minute. And we'll let's go up another point, and the Horsemen have some changing up to do in their strategy as we go to a new objective. It's a new objective, and this one might work better for Animal House in the beginning, but it is a harder objective to cap on because it's so far back.
There's just so many spots to hide that you can ambush the attacking team from, but that hasn't stopped Animal House before. Matter of fact, last season, those of you who watch my streams will remember that there's a capping point right here. Right here. So, yeah. Actually, it might be, let's see. No, it's gonna be right. It's probably right here, because the objective is a little closer there, but. So on either side of this bed is a cappable area. Ooh. We could just phase right through that. We could just phase right through these walls. Nice. Heck yeah. Oh, I can't phase through that. But I can phase through that wall. That's nice. I like that. Can I phase through this wall? No. Yes. Yes. I can phase through this wall. Not that one, but this one. Yes. Sweet. I love it. I love every minute of it. Hanging out with the Horsemen. Not nearly as jovial as Animal House. Is a little more serious as they try to take on. There is no trading here today. Traden is somewhere else, somehow not playing Onward, which is new because that's all he does. What's tragic is that these bushes, even though they do nothing to bullets, still stop the laser lines. We can't see people like peeking through the bushes in order to be able to fire, which are really incredible shots. Everyone's going to try to shoot through the house, the upstairs, I should say. And a nade comes out. Oh, that's right at the center. It takes down Steve. The res will come up, but what a nade that was. One syringe down for a Horseman. That's all that nade did. Made one enemy for Animal House a little bit more squishier. Squishy. Everyone's just pre-firing these. Oh, Steven down to. What did you do? Oh no. Please. Wait. No, is Steven down himself? What happened here? Maybe he refragged himself? I hope he's not pulling a Scooby. Semper's able to revive Steven, bringing Animal House back up to a full squad here. As no one has even bought. Like, all of the Horsemen are just clumped up here. They're not spreading out. The attack is just coming from one side. That hadn't even bothered making an assault on Middle House yet, but now it just got reinforced to 2 people, making it even harder. You have to take out that Middle House in order to be able to cap on the objective. There's just no way you're going to be able to get to objective really cleanly. You could get lucky, but not assuredly, without taking out everyone in Middle House. You heard it from me, folks. Steven's on the inside of this building here. He does it. He's able to find Dr. Sean. And now, ooh, gets lucky. But Steven's able to call out. Enigma's able to get upstairs. Our Semper knows he's there. They trade. Our Semper's able to get res. It looks like Steven's going to go for that res. I'm going to phase through the wall here. Look at that. And Durvin's able to is getting taken out by Green Theft. Only 1 member of Animal House is gone, but only 2 members of the Horsemen remain. 1 member is in Middle House, but Box Toy is providing cover. Steven's going to. Oh, Steven gets taken down by Box Toys. Bring it down to a 3v2. Our Semper's got a lot on his plate here as Steve and Box Toys. Steve's going to try to take the Middle House here, but our Semper is there. He's already been able to defend once, just barely. Maybe he'll have better luck. Oh, there are lasers on Steve here, but Semper's holding that angle. Oh, he's not able to call it out in time. Middle House has just fallen to the Horsemen. A massive step as we fall into a 2v2 here. Both members of Animal House are on the other building here, another step for it, but one is actually kind of getting exposed here as Green Theft goes into the garage. A very exposed position here. One member of Box Toys, namely, might be able to get the pick onto Green Theft here, but it looks like Steve's more preoccupied with his teammate pointing down there, but Green's just not in the best place. Lipinski's able to find Steve, though, bringing it down all to Box Toys to be able to get a point on the board for the Horsemen, but the smoke's coming out in order to feign an attack. But I don't think it's going to fool anybody. Animal House have been pretty good about their callouts about who they've been getting down, so they do know that there's only one member remaining as Boxtoid gets on all fours in order to be able to defend this, or be able to attack this objective, I should say. Smoke coming out from Animal House now, which Box Toys could use to his advantage, and he looks like he's feeling a lot more confident doing. The idea about the smokes is to be able to feign where, or to be able to protect where you're defending from, and Green, Box Toys is breathing really heavily. It's like giving away his position every breath he takes, and Green knows exactly where he is. Oh, but Box Toys gets the better than Lipinski is able to finish it off, though, and give Animal House their third point. That sigh of relief from Lipinski as he's able to clutch it yet again for Animal House. 3 points on the board. And Lipinski and Steven has actually been putting in work on this map. He's has 5 kills. Just gonna track around here. Let's look down the barrel of this tank. Why not? Take you on a journey through the casting deck. Oh, it's solid. Oh, there we go. We're just gonna hang out in here. How about that? Welcome to the Rick and Morty garage. Someone here thought they could put an entire toolbox in there, but decided to leave their car outside. That's going to do great on selling at CarMax, because it was kept outside in the sun, not under a tree or anything, to protect it from that harsh sunlight on the paint job. But enough of dad talk. You know, I am not one. Get back into the Onward as Animal House have proven their excellency on Suburbia here. Look to take map 2 here. Keep in mind, this is the Horsemen's map pick, which is not going really well for them, given the fact that this is the map that they have to stay in if they wanted to win this game. But it is down to this round to decide who wins the game and that extra MMR boost. It looks like Durfin will be looking from the middle house here. Now, while Durfin is an excellent pickup for Horsemen, he has been largely a reservist for a long time, so I don't doubt that he is a team player, but he still has a long way to catch up compared to people who have been on teams for a long time, like Animal House has, or even like people like Dr. Sean, who've been with the team for the past season. A nice snag goes across the entirety of the carport there, but all members of the Horsemen are able to dodge it just from their position in general. Durfin tries to chuck a nade out, but it doesn't find anyone either, as Green Theft Auto starts to sneak past here. No members of Animal House have tried to go for the middle house just yet. As we've seen, the middle house is actually a really key stepping point in order to be able to get onto this objective in particular. And Enigma's able to find Wicked Hex and Steven at the same time here, making it a little bit easier for the Horsemen to be able to get a point on the board here for their team. And it looks like the Horsemen, the Horsemen really understand the crucialness, the cruciality of this middle house here by putting 2 members inside of there, and Animals just don't know what to do. Durfin's able to find Green Theft Auto, who's trying to sneak across here because he didn't look at the middle house. And now Semper is going to try to make a crack at it too, but no one has gone for middle house. Everyone who has died. And there's 2 members in the middle house just looking that way toward, Nick Cage house. Oh no, Semper, don't do it. Enigma is there too. He's gonna mess you up. Oh, he's going for the middle house, I think. I don't know. But Enigma is right there. He hears the shots from our Semper, but he actually chooses not to move. Refire coming through the wall here as Lipinski and Enigma square off. Enigma gets the better of that, and he goes back to his old spot here, expecting people to come from that lane, but no one will. So he needs to rotate soon if he wants to be a bit more effective. But honestly, he can actually stay where he's at if he starts looking down toward his spawn house. Semper's going to try to get a little sneaky here. We're not seeing much peeking from Enigma. Oh, he does look that way. Okay. Oh. Semper is looking through the bush here. Will he see Enigma? No, there's a Crown Creep barrier in the way. It looks like a trade here, but Horsemen are able to get their first point on the board as our Semper is not able to get across the street and be able to take down the rest of the team. It's the cruciality of the middle house. Oh, I'm sorry, let me get that. The middle house. There we go. I cannot express enough how powerful of a spot that middle house is. Just if you can control anywhere in that house, there's like a 50% reduction of caps against. Horsemen get 1 for map 2. Our next objective will be shifting over sides now to the red car. Looks more like it's probably a Volkswagen. GTI. I don't know. No, it's a little too long to be a GTI. Excuse me, I hiccuped there for a second. Be going into the next round. Round 5. All right, I am having slight technical difficulties here. Please bear with me while I troubleshoot. But for some reason, my mouse ain't working. Trying to get you an onboard, but that ain't working either. Our Semper's able to find box toys, but oh, there we go. Got it. We're good. We got it. Yep. All right, we're back. We're back in it. Our Semper's able to find box toys somewhere. Oh, yep, there it is. As Animal House gets aggressive on their defense here, Horsemen are looking to once again clump up here and hope that their strength in numbers will help them out here. But Semper is punishing down the lane here, but Enigma's able to get the better of that. Semper is only down, so he's able to get the res up if, like, say, someone like Wicked feels brave enough to make that cross. But once you make that cross safely, the rest of Horsemen are across onto the objective side, but they are on the far side, so you can theoretically make that res, and I'm going to imagine that he's going to try to do it. Yeah, it's going to come out. Oh, a nice nade! Oh, will it make it? No, it won't. Oh, that was so nice. It was a very incredible nade. But now Animal House have completely boxed in the Horsemen here. Durafin goes down. I think Enigma and Steve know that their predicament's a little sketchy now, because they waited a little too long to cross. If they're able to fight their way out of it, good for them, but the numbers just don't look good for them right now. And the wondrous thing right now is that Semper has a perfect angle for the cross, and they don't even, Horsemen don't even know it. Enigma is looking like he's about to backtrack here, so he might be able to get a pick onto Semper, but Semper's just far enough back that Enigma himself has to get into a pretty exposed position in order to be able to take him down. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left on the board. The entirety of the 5 Horsemen are backtracking now. Try to troubleshoot their predicament. Shots coming out. Enigma's able to find Wicked. So Animal House go down into a 3. Oh, it's actually a there's a res to be had. Enigma doesn't realize it's only the 2 of them. Our Semper hears the footsteps. It looks like he's beginning to think about the rotation now. He is... Oh, no, he's looking the wrong way. He's now moved. Steve's able to get that pick. Oh, almost a team kill. But now we're in a 3v2 situation here against Enigma. They choose to split up, gang. As Enigma gives away his position and is looking like he's about to get taken out by Wicked Hex. Yeah, it's all up to Steve now in order to prevent Animal House from taking the map win here. He's probably going to play to the last second here as 1 minute remains on the clock. There is oh man, you're going down the wrong lane there. Lipinski has been on fire all day here, and he is watching that angle. It is not the person who you want to get into a 1v1 fight with, but he is right there. He trades and he wins it for Animal House. Trying to listen to Steven there. Map results in for Suburbia: 5 Horsemen, 1 Animal House, 4. As we wait for Bizarre to come in. It's going to be Bizarre, actually. As we wait for all the teams to kind of get themselves organized here, Animal House come away with the win here. If this match does take a little longer, we do have a back-to-back cast going on tonight. This is only the appetizer for the main course of the day, G-Men versus Danglers, on the same channel. Also, if you are not aware, there's a Global Camp SMC game going on Onward Master League 1, being casted by the casting trio of Nightfire, Noman, and Sleepy. But enough of hyping other streams going on right now. Let's get us back into the Animal House action, as we have a very interesting objective to defend the first one, which is the east courtyard. It's a very hard one to defend because there's a lot of angles that you can cap from. You can cap from over here, inside here. It requires a whole team just to defend all the points you can get capped from, let alone everything else. Kind of sweeping around here as we look at the very spread out attack from Animal House here. A bit of a slower one than we've seen all day here, but more kind of resembling what we've seen from Quarantine. Wicked's trying to find someone who's inside that mini bazaar there, as him and Semper have pushed up pretty far. The rest of the team is a little bit far behind, but there is a flanker on the other side here. Let's go quickly peek at what he's up to. He's a little bit far behind there. Enigma needs to pick up the pace if he wants to be effective here, and so do Animal House if they want to avoid Enigma. They are joined by Lipinski. But if they're able to clear out this objective area so quickly here, they might be able to get the cap, as Enigma is very far off of objective still. The shots are still coming out. It looks like Durvin's trying to shoot box toys. And Wicked's able to dodge those, and Semper is going to try to... Ooh, Enigma is beginning to punish as he's able to find... Enigma's able to find two. The Horsemen win because they were able to get that flank in just in time. Animal House took it a little too slow, and they got completely flanked by Enigma. A really good move on the Horseman part. Horsemen, for the first time, take a map lead. Maybe they can carry that momentum out here in order to be able to take a map for themselves, in order to be able to recover some of this MMR from this loss. Once again, a quick reminder here, in exactly 1 hour we will have Danglers versus G-Men on Onward Master League 2. And if you're not currently tuned in, we do have Global Camp versus SMC going on Onward Master League 1. Definitely go ahead and check those out. They are both great games that probably still have yet to be decided, whereas this one has completely gone to Animal House. Oh no, that was Volk. We're gonna see the shield come out from Steve here. Shield's probably one of the more underrated plays to be used here on this map.
I think we can clear it out with 4 If 2 push west and 2 push east out, we can own that ditch. And then we can get green left on us.
We are calling out specific names of where they go. Will Green Theft go to the Bazaar Market? I'm more interested to find that out. Oh, he could. Wicked gets taken out by Durafed right off the cusp here. But he is still resable. Oh, he's in a very weird area. Oh, he gets double tapped, so he is out of the count here as Durafed pumps an entire mag into him just to confirm that kill. Once again, we're seeing the clumpiness of the horsies. You know, I thought the Horsemen of the Apocalypse comes separately, but maybe I read that wrong, and I don't really read scripture that much, so I don't know. What's still really interesting though is we're not even seeing a laser being used on it, nor a flashlight. He's going in dry with that pistol. I don't know how he does it. Maybe he just practiced it. Steven tries to take down the shield here. Oh, he messes up the nade. Box Toys is going to try to take down Steven now as he rushes up. He's been able to do it before, and Steven pops out at the most unopportune time. He's able to also take down the shield because the shield did not operate properly there. He did not counter for the movement, and he did not predict it. It's one of the key things to operating the shield is to be able to predict your enemy's movement by looking where their gun is pointing.
That's 2 left.
Green's able to take down another one, only leading to 2 of the Horsemen left, just like he said, and they are both conveniently right next to each other. One of them's able to find Steven. Green is getting really aggressive here as he just runs around Enigma. Oh no, that is unopportune. Enigma's not able to catch up with how quickly he's moving though, as he just let him run right by. Sean and Enigma are probably just as confused as I am. Oh, whoa, he got really lucky there as Green's able to get around Enigma. Oh, but he gets shot through the window. Bring it down to a 2v2. Not the best fight for Green Theft to be in. It was not the best place for Green to be. He was just basically sandwiched between 2 players. You had the advantage. Like, what are you doing? Get back to objective and help your friends out. Now you're relying on Lipinski and Semper to hold the objective, but if Lipinski goes down, Semper's got a really long way to run, and he's not rotating either. Semper should be rotating. He's not in a place to defend the objective. Animal House just really aren't bringing the game that we usually see. We could easily see a cap here from the Horsemen if they play their cards right. Lipinski falls for the back. Semper is able to get Dr. Sean, and he is still not rotating, which is very risky. Lipinski is able to find Enigma, luckily. And even though Animal House did win that was incredibly risky. It was an incredibly risky maneuver for their captain to do. Oh, and I left the overlay on again. Oh, goody me. Just go watch Oliver Bastard League 1. Todd's losing his mind. Let me give the point out. Horsemen go to 2 points on map 2. On map 3, actually. I'm sorry. We will have... Oh, this is a rough one. I'm sorry, no. Why did I give Horsemen a 2nd point? It's Animal House. That's wrong. That's wrong. I was more in shock of what Green was doing and the lack of rotation from Semper. As he was really trusting Lipinski on objective. Like way too much. This time, I'll actually bring us into the actual game.
Damn, dude, they fucking bench Simper.
Good luck. Good luck.
Good luck, everybody. Woo!
They actually... No way. No, they didn't. Apparently, Animal House wasn't really happy with the rotation, but I wouldn't be equally happy with how Green Theft was handling that situation where he was at. He had plenty of opportunity to escape and go back to objective, but he opted to try to just harass the enemy instead. I don't know. We're not allowed to listen to intent comms because, you know, privacy and strategy. Steve's able to find Will-O-the-Wisp, bringing Animal House down 1 player in the first 30 seconds of the game. Smoke's already in the Coyote Center, but Dr. Sean's holding a really tight objective, which is good. I am running into walls, which is not good. Why can we have that no phase mode? And Steven's able to try to make a gallant cross his Green's able to find Dr. Sean, but he has not confirmed that kill. Ooh. And he is now having issues with his gun. He was able to find, or Steve, I'm sorry, Steve's able to find Lipinski, which is an incredible pick to have early on in the game. Steve is able to catch out Enigma as well, another great pick. Turf is able to revive Dr. Sean. And now former teammates go against each other as Box Toys goes down to Green Theft Auto.
Both hang out dead. How many is left? That's 1 for me.
Now Green is trying to make his way onto objective here. Durafan is watching that corner pretty tightly. It is a 3-on-3 situation here. No one else from Animal House is going to support him. And just like that, he once again pushes up without any support from his team. Seems only able to get there a little too late. But Durafan will be watching that corner here. Oh no, he actually moved. Looks like Durafan's beginning to rotate more onto objective. We're beginning to see the Horsemen really bring it out this round here and begin to outplay Animal House in many different aspects, including, you know, team compatibility.
Calling it out.
Team is beginning to go ahead and peek up on that ledge there, maybe see if he could be able to see anybody where it's hard. Semper's able to find Steve, and that opens up objective just a little bit, but the rest of the Horsemen are on. Steven's at the corner. Oh, but he hesitates. He decides to go upstairs. Can you cap there? I don't think that's a little too far. He's got to run here a little bit quicker. Oh, Durafan knows exactly where Steven is. Steven's run a time limit here. Dervin's about to run it back up the stairs, but can Steven get this cap quick enough? Oh, Steven decides not to. Dervin rushes right there, and oh, he does. Yeah, you could have capped, Steven. You could have, man. It was not a bad decision because Dervin was not looking where he should have been. Decided to admire the view. Whoop. There we go. As Animal House go up another point, finally kind of getting it together, but only through luck as the 5 Horsemen defense begins to fail toward the end there. We're just not seeing the kind of level of gameplay out of Animal House, though, that we have seen in the previous 2 maps where they would collapse on objective together in order to be able to pressure the enemy into having to watch multiple angles at the same time. But we're seeing like individuals go onto objective this time, and it's working, but barely. Take a quick look at the chat. Oh, I don't got time. Maybe I do. Who knows? I'm predicting spawn here. Yep, look at that. Look at that. Your boy predicted it. Your boy predicted it. Look at me. Look at me now. Movement is coming out of the Horsemen here as they kind of work together here in order to be able to push the objective. While they are clumped together, they are pushing it together, which is the remarkable thing. Lipinski's able to find box storage right off the bat. He gets that confirm. And Enigma is able to find, or actually Enigma and Semper trade, but Semper is arrestable. He is calling them out as we speak, and so that works in Animal House's favor. The Horsemen are down to 3, but so is Animal House as Steve just pumps bullets into a piece of wood. Alrighty, moving away from there. Moving away from that potty language. Not like my name has it or anything like that, you know. Now the play has slowed down a little bit now as Animal House are definitely fortifying this side a lot more heavily than the other. That's because they know the spawn and they know that they're not really anticipating a flanker, but Horsemen have flanked before, but not really on Barsock. Linsky thinks he's near someone, that's why he's whispering, but no one's really near him. The Horsemen have definitely slowed down their level of play. Or their speed of play, I should say. Not the level, but... Enigma here is going to try to make a move onto Lipinski, who I believe is in that alleyway now. Yes, he is. Get a nice view of that. There we go. We got the whole picture now. Just sit here and wait. 3 members on both teams here. Animal House have the 1 game advantage right now. 3:46 remaining in the game here, and Enigma is trying to find a pick here, and Lipinski gets the better of that one and a really nice pick, bringing it down to a 2v3 with Animal House advantage on both map wins and players alive. Green just getting rid of his smokes because he wants to. All right, two of them are actually in the east. They all went east. They're just playing really slowly to make it seem like that they're kind of stagnated now. Steve gets taken out by Lipinski, and Durfin doesn't know what to do as he's the last one up in a 1v3 situation. I think he's actually in a really good spot here. Let's turn off the holographs for now, just to kind of see how good his spot is. He's only gonna peek here once in a while. Durfin's actually opting to head away here. Turning those holographs back on. Lipinski's going. He's kind of watching two angles. That's what he's doing. I don't know why my lasers keep turning off. They default on, but then they default off. Can't they make up their minds? Thank you for tuning into Todd's Descent into Madness. I'm your host, TFH. And now we watch Durfin begin to paint happy little trees on the ground as he moves around. Durfin's able to find Lipinski in a really nice spot as he tried to move around to the tunnel side. Just a really bad timing for him. And now he's going to shoot, move, and rotate. The rest of AL House know, or at least have an idea where Durfin is lurking about, trying to foil their plans. Let's go take a look at how they're set up right now before Durfin decides to go in Rambo. Green is going to peek out here right now. He's not able to find Durfin as Durfin's just not in the place. He's going to go around to the alley side. Durfin is not predicting it. He kind of was, but he's just a little too late on that prediction. And Animal House go up yet another round. Current scoreline is 3-1. After Animal House have won the first two maps. Did I just do the thing again? I think I did the thing again. Oh my god, Todd. I promise not to do that anymore. Oh my god. Getting back into the swing of things after season is a little hard, but I promise to try to not leave that overlay up again. We will have ice cream truck this time. Watch, I'm gonna leave it up right after I say that, right? I'll donate $5 to VRML if I leave it up. Alrighty, this time leaving the overlay not up.
Dude, you and Enigma could both squeeze them from both sides. It's like a pimple.
My warm-up cast here as we head into round 5. Animal House are actually opting to play this really slowly compared to their Suburbia. As I say that, all the smokes in the world start coming out. And calls are coming out for crossings, but no crossing has really happened. Willow's able to find Enigma by the tank side. More shots are coming out here. As Green is beginning to make his way up onto objective. This is the Animal House that we're used to seeing, you know, pressuring all sides under smoke and chaos, rather than individuals just going at it and hoping that they can clear out 5 people in one round. This is what I came to see. And oh, Steven was so close, but they get caught out by Derp, and he wasn't checking the right corner. R7 might be able to get this refrag if he's careful enough, but he's not. There, he's good. Looks like he's gonna try to peek out through that window. What's Arfred expected? Oh no, he's not. Sever's able to get that. Dr. Sean and Green is on objective. He is capping, but he gets taken down by. Can't read. He's moving too quick. Steve. And now it is up to Lipinski and friends to be able to see what they can do on objective. They've already had a chance to cap. The Horsemen only have 2 members left. If they're able to take down one who's on objective, they might have a better opportunity to cap because Box Toys is off objective. He's got to start rotating here, but that rotation is going to be really hard because Lipinski is watching that angle. Oh! Box Toys goes down. That's reducing any chance to cap. No. But it doesn't matter. Semper's able to find Steve. And Animal House take map number 3. And I did not leave the overlay up that time, so that's good. Anyways, time to distribute points. Something I've actually been good at this time. My apologies about the overlay, like always. Kind of warming up to this whole casting thing again after a really long break. Hopefully that will not happen during G-Men, but once again, while this round is over, keep in mind we do currently have a cast going on over on Onward Master League 1 of Global Cam versus SMC Tactical. Definitely going to be a good one. Go check them out. It's being hosted by Nightfire, Sleepy, and Omen. And if you hang out just for another 30 minutes here, I will be bringing you oh man, G-Men, too many G teams, man. G-Men versus Danglers, and the plot twist here is the Danglers have renamed themselves to different fast food chains, so it's gonna definitely be a very interesting cast. Always a Dangler thing to do. Hopefully they actually play it this time. Let's just, you know what? Let's just wrap this up. This Onward VRML is brought to you by ProTube VR and VR Cover. I just bought myself a ProTube and I am loving it. So definitely go check out their stuff on their site. I've yet to get a VR cover, but I hear it's really good. So definitely check out their stuff too. My name is TFH. You're watching the VRML. I'll be back with you guys in 30 minutes on this very stream for G-Men versus Danglers. Till then, see you later. Well, that's broken. Yeah, we'll just go with that.